Hello everyone, Barb here from barbaderholt.closetomyheart.com. Today's project is my October 2022 VIP Club card kit. So this is what the card looks like, and I am going to give total credit to Jennifer McGuire for the card layout style here. I saw a video of hers. You can go to Jennifer McGuire on YouTube, and I'm sure it will be in her more recent videos. I happened to see it, and I just thought the style of having this attached was cool. I thought that gave it a unique look. So this is the kit you will receive. Everything will be pre-cut and pre-stamped. And I just wanted to show you how I run this through my machine. I get my papers lined up and I tape the die in place. Now I am using a Hero Arts nested frame cuts 12-point star. I have a bunch of different shapes from the Infinity Die series from Hero Arts, and I just love them. And you need a shape that is even. So you need a shape that is the same on both sides to make this work. So you can see I had it taped. I used our new paper tape to hold the die in place and also to hold my paper in place so that things did not shift as they made their way through I used a Sizzix. But you can use whatever you have for your die cutting machine. And I'm going to pull this out. I've used this tape a couple times. It may or may not make the next wave. So remove the tape. I'm going to remove the die. So this is the die that I used. Again, this is Hero Arts. Then I have the paper. This inside paper is going to be saved and used for another project, as well as this guy. And then I can pop out the card base. And this has a little fold in it, so I'm not using that one. I cut a new one out of some scraps of my white daisy cardstock. So you will get this piece and this piece, this little piece of Harbor Shimmer Trim, the banner, and 3 of the itty bitty sparkles. This little star shape will be in there. It will be pre-stamped with Many Thanks, and I am using Harbor ink on that. That Many Thanks comes from a stamp set that was in one of the Close to My Heart subscription card kits. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to reinforce this back fold. You can do this with bone folder. And I'm going to close this because I need to put my star in here. And you just nestle it in there. So I'm going to put some adhesive. I find liquid glue works best for me. You can use whatever floats your boat. I'm just trying to get a little bit of glue in each one of the points of the star. And then I hold that down. And I know you can't really see it because it's white on white, but I am just nesting that star. And then I'm pulling this up. And then we'll give it a little rub, a little rubber-roo. And the next thing we're going to do is over on this little 1.5-inch piece, and you can see here that I had pre-scored this. It is scored at 2 3/4 from this end. And I'm just rubbing that, and then this should fold up just nice as can be. Then I need to take my 2 pieces here of my pattern paper. Now in Jennifer McGuire's video, she made her own pattern paper with stencils and stamping, and I really wanted to use this paper. It's called Celebrating You, and it's a new big pack of paper that's in our core catalog. I just thought it was so pretty, and I thought rather than spending a lot of time stamping and stuff, which is fun, but you know, I could use pretty pattern paper. The colors are already figured out for me, and I think it's a little easier. So I'm just gluing these pieces down, and I'm lining up all the little points. Just like so. And when I flip it over, I can see that there's a little bit sticking over the edge. You just take a pair of scissors and just give it a little trimmeroo. Super easy. And I end up with that because I have it bumped over just a smidge. Okay, then what I want to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this harbor, and you'll have the one long piece and you just trim it up. It's long enough to fit the whole way, and I am keeping it toward the fold, what would be the fold size, because if you put it right over the top of this white section here in between these two papers, it won't fold up. It will keep you from being able to open your card. So we need to be mindful of that. Quickly, I am going to, I think I'm going to use some little scissors, my little snips here, and I can get under here and just trim that at a little bit of an angle. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Here we go. Just right along that edge. And again, I'm going to do a little trimming here. Just like that. Sometimes you have to rotate things around to get the best angle for you, depending on how you like to cut things. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is take some Harbor ink, and I'm going to stamp many things. Down and up. That worked beautifully. I do have my little stamp chamois guy over here. I'll show that to you. And I just do a little of this business in there to wipe off that ink. Then it is up to you. I am not going to flag the end. We'll leave that up to your personal preference. But I like to cut up the middle and then cut in from each end to make my little flag banner. And I'm going to sit that right in the middle. You could, I think, if you wanted to, pop this up. I'm not going to do that. Again, personal preference. And then I have the itty bitty sparkles, and I have this little tool that we have that's kind of a little waxy thing that I find works really well on these itty bitty sparkles. I'm going to put one there, and I think one up here. Whoop. Just like that. And the last one, maybe down here. Just like that. Not too bad. The longest part is really cutting out that die, and it's just a one pass because I taped it all in place. So it really wasn't that onerous a process. Thank you so much for being my VIPs and for your orders. I really appreciate your business. Have a blessed crafty day, and I'll see you next time.